It is November 10th, I think. It is about 63 degrees right now, but in 2 days we're supposed to get snow. We've had quite a few frosts actually this year already, maybe 5 or 6 decent frosts. This morning we had frost until about 9 a.m. So we are definitely towards the end of fall, the start of winter here in the mountains of North Carolina. I was going to open up my hives today, but it's such a nice day. My bees have been super active in both of my hives, so I've decided not to open up my hives right now. I think that's a big thing sometimes in the winter time. Lots of beekeepers think I should be opening up my hive to check on them, and that's good, and there are some reasons to check on your hive, especially if you are feeding sugar candy, which I am. I have a shim here, and then on my other hive I have a quilt box and a shim, or I have a area inside my quilt box for bee candy. So that's one reason to check on your hive, to see if they have enough bee candy. And again, that's supposed to be supplemental. Hopefully you've left enough honey that your bees don't need the bee candy. Sometimes I think maybe the bee candy helps us beekeepers feel good about ourselves, like we're doing something. But I got my bee candy here. So I was going to open up my hive, but there really isn't a reason for me, at least I think right now, to open it up. Partially, it's November. If I have a queenless hive, there's really nothing I can do. Last time I checked, which was about a week and a half ago, one hive was basically already broodless and the other one was pretty close. So if I've lost a queen in the last 2 weeks, the bees basically aren't going to have any open brood anyways, so they're not going to be able to make a queen. So basically that hive is more or less doomed. So the way I see it, you can either be sad now, or you can be sad in the spring when you open up your hive. Now this doesn't mean I'm not going to open up my hive this winter, but I'm going to try to use those warm days as much as I can to be out by my hives, to observe them. And if the bees are coming and going, then that's a great sign that my bees are healthy, and more importantly, they're still there. This is my second year as a beekeeper. Last year I had 2 hives, lost both of them. One of them I lost by November 5th. So I already have 2 hives after November 5th, so hey, I'm doing better than I did last year. That hive I lost to mites. There were mites everywhere. I dissected the frames with my high school beekeeping club that I helped start. My other hive died because of moisture. We had so much rain, the hive was just wet. By March, it was failed. So a couple things I've done differently. I've been keeping records with the Ultimate Beekeeper's Logbook. You can get that on Amazon. And quilt boxes are something new. And I got my bee candy on. So I'm hoping for the best. I think a lot of people think they should be opening up their hives in the winter, but sometimes there's nothing you can do. I would only open up my hive if I had a plan. So worst case scenario, what am I going to do if there's no queen? I guess I could try to combine the hives, take 2 weak hives, make a strong hive. But again, I only have 2 hives, so I don't have as many options as like a bigger beekeeper. So I'm going to, this year, try to minimize opening up my hives in the winter. Even a few minutes of cold can really disrupt the bees. You could cause them to break cluster. When I open it up, I'm going to just open up the top and I'm going to put in more bee candy, but I gave them plenty. I don't think I'm going to have to give them any more this winter. So that's my thoughts on it. Tell me what you think about opening up your hives in the winter, and what would you do?